Russian forces begin preparations for another mission. Inside the armored vehicle, the crew works quickly and methodically. Ammunition is brought in, inspected, and loaded. Final checks are made. The order is given, and the tank rolls forward. The objective is clear: advance toward a Ukrainian-held city and deliver heavy firepower. A high-explosive round is chambered. The shell tears through the air and impacts its target. The crew reloads. Another round is fired. Not far away, a Ukrainian T-64 is operating in the same sector. The Ukrainian crew receives updated battlefield information and begins moving toward the sound of gunfire. The trigger is pulled. The round hits its mark. A direct impact. A massive internal explosion follows almost instantly. Later, footage emerges from the aftermath. One of the Russian soldiers records what remains. The tank is unrecognizable, but the fighting does not stop. Elsewhere in the same region, a Russian tank advances along another route. This time, it is detected early. A Mavic reconnaissance drone spots the armored vehicle moving through open terrain. The first drone is launched and speeds toward the target. Seconds later, impact. The tank shudders and comes to a halt. But it's not over. A second FPV drone is deployed to finish the job. The operator carefully maneuvers, circling the disabled tank. An open hatch is spotted. The drone dives straight in. The result is catastrophic. Ammunition detonates inside the hull, ripping the tank apart from within. Flames engulf the vehicle. Minutes later, the fire spreads deeper, reaching remaining shells. A second explosion rocks the area. Days later, Russian forces attempt the same approach again. Another tank is sent into the same contested zone. This time, the goal is to support a small infantry assault and capture Ukrainian trenches. Russian soldiers jump off quickly and rush toward cover, but they are already being watched. An FPV drone is closing in. The soldiers realize they cannot stay in one place. They scatter, diving into the tree line as the tank begins to reverse. To avoid mines, the crew follows a familiar path, but that decision costs them. Ukrainian drones catch up. The FPV strikes the engine compartment. Smoke pours out, but the armor holds. The tank keeps moving, barely. Then it reaches a grim landmark. Ahead lies the wreck of a tank destroyed days earlier. Ukrainian drone units now coordinate. One after another, FPV drones slam into the vehicle. Each hit weakens it further. Finally, the damage becomes too severe. The crew bails out, abandoning the tank just seconds before another drone strikes. This one dives into an open hatch. A massive explosion follows. The ammunition detonates violently. The tank is left burning. To make sure it never moves again, another FPV drone is sent. The hit is precise. The explosion that follows scatters metal across the field. The tank is completely destroyed. In another sector, a Russian T-72 advances to shell Ukrainian positions. It completes its mission and begins to withdraw. But it is already too late. An anti-tank team has been tracking its movement. Using a Javelin missile system, they wait patiently. As the tank enters open ground, the lock is achieved. The missile is fired.
Щас пизда ему, щас пизда. Я прям, блядь, заебаю, я ее дивлюсь. Yes!
It flies more than 2 kilometers before striking the top of the tank. The warhead penetrates, detonating the ammunition inside. The turret is launched skyward in a massive blast. Elsewhere, Russian crews prepare yet another assault. They mount up and move toward a Ukrainian town. This time, they are spotted almost immediately. A Mavic drone identifies the tank. FPV drones are launched. The first impacts the front armor. Seconds later, another strikes the rear. The crew realizes the danger. They abandon the tank in the middle of the road. A third FPV drone arrives. The operator finds a weak spot. The strike triggers an internal explosion. The turret is thrown from the hull. Nothing remains but burning wreckage. In another incident, 2 Russian tanks become stuck in deep mud. Engineers bring in excavators to recover them, but Ukrainian intelligence drones are watching. Coordinates are sent to HIMARS operators. The first missile misses. The second lands close enough to ignite one tank. Long-range FPV drones join the attack. One strikes the turret roof. A second finishes the job. Both tanks are destroyed. A T-80 is later sent to fire and retreat. After completing its strike, it turns back, but an FPV drone is already overhead. The operator takes his time, guiding the drone carefully. It penetrates thin armor. The detonation is instant. The mission ends in seconds.
Before we continue, take a quick moment to support the channel. Producing videos like this takes a huge amount of time, research, and careful verification to make sure everything you see is as accurate as possible. If you find this coverage valuable, hitting like and subscribing really helps us keep going. And if you want to support the channel even more, super thanks are always appreciated. Now, let's get back to the story.
A larger armored column is deployed next. Tanks and BMPs advance past burned-out wrecks. As they enter a village, an FPV strikes the lead tank. It loses control and crashes into a pit. Ukrainian artillery engages. BMPs are hit one by one. Another FPV strikes the immobilized tank, igniting ammunition. The destruction continues. A Russian T-80B is later spotted inside a village. FPV drones are dispatched. One hits the engine. Another strikes the turret. The turret spins wildly. The crew flees. A final FPV drone arrives. The ammunition ignites. The tank burns until nothing remains. Another T-80 hits an anti-tank mine. An FPV ensures it doesn't escape. The explosion tears it apart. Only fragments remain. A tank fitted with improvised armor attempts an assault. FPV drones strike. The ammunition detonates violently. Metal rains across the field. Another tank returning from combat drives over hidden mines. The explosion obliterates it. In another case, a T-80 transporting troops is spotted. FPV drones strike the engine. Soldiers jump off and scatter. A second drone ignites the ammunition. The tank burns completely. An abandoned tank is later found. FPV drones strike the turret. Minutes later, it detonates, leaving only a crater. Elsewhere, Ukrainian Mavic drones drop grenades into open hatches. One by one, fuel tanks ignite. Fires grow. Ammunition explodes. Nearby tanks catch fire as well. Finally, a Russian T-80 returns from the front line, unaware it is being followed. An FPV drone strikes a weak point. The detonation is immediate. The tank vanishes in an instant.
Thanks for watching. Want to watch more? Click on the screen. How massive Russian breakthrough attempt ended this way.